So if you have your blocks, you want to have those out in front of you. And you can, yeah, you can just stay facing towards me and just sit in any comfortable space that you feel like you're allowing your hips to release. If your hips are really tight, you might find even sitting up on your block feels nice to get started. So feel free to do that. And then try to uncross your ankles if they're folded in. You can do logs, right? Log stacking, which is putting your shins on top of each other if that's available to you. Or you can just drop one leg over. So either or. We'll take our shoulders back and find the length of our spine. And see if you can feel your shoulder blades reach down into your back pocket. Now on your inhale, try to reach the top of your head toward the ceiling. As you exhale, don't lose any of the length of your spine. Inhale again. And exhale. One more inhale. On this next exhale, take your fingertips, sweep them to the ceiling. Let your hands move towards your heart, and then just take a little bit of a bend forward, just so you start feeling that into that lower back space. Then sweep your arms out. Inhale, pull it up. Bring your hands to your heart. Come forward, sweep your fingertips, lift up tall. Again, hands move to your heart, hinge forward. Sweep your fingertips, lift up tall. One more time. Hands to your heart, hinge forward. Sweep your fingertips and lift up tall. Now let's keep that right hand lifted towards the sky. Let your left arm move out to the left. Make sure you release that left shoulder to reach your right hand up and over. Turn your palm open and look underneath. Take a breath, inhale. Then take that right hand and sweep it so your right shoulder comes over your left knee and turn it so your thumb is up. Now feel like someone is physically pulling on that arm. And then sweep that right hand all the way across. Let it drop to the right. Release your right shoulder out of the way. Just up in that shoulder. Left arm reaches up and over. Lengthen it even a little further. Then take that left shoulder over your right knee, thumb up. And then feel like someone's drawing that arm away from you. Bring that nice circle. Then sweep that left arm across. Feel it all the way to the sky. Now, as you drop that top leg in, bring your knees in, cross your shins. Wrap your hands around the front of your shins. Pull your spine away. Think like cat spine. Soften your chin towards your chest. Now pull against your knees and lift your heart up. And exhale, round it. Inhale, lift your heart center. Exhale, round back. Inhale, lift up. One more time like that. Exhale, round even a little deeper. Inhale, lift up top. Let your left leg drop in. Take your right leg out to the side. Up tall in those sit bones again. Let your right hand come on the inside of your right knee. Palm open. With your left fingertips to the sky. Flex that right ankle, lengthening the back of your leg. Reach your left hand towards your toes. And then you'll open that left palm. You sweep all the way over. Bring it up to your ear again. Come back over toward those right toes again. And open the palm, sweep out wide. We'll do it one more time, and that time lift up and reach even deeper towards those. Sweep your fingertips across. Come up to your center. Switch your legs to the front. Let your left hand come on the inside of your left ankle. Flex that ankle. Reach the right arm up and over. Then you reach your right palm forward. Sweep it across. All the way up tall, up and over. Sweep it across, out to the side, and then up and over again. Sweep it across and bring both hands to the sky. Beautiful. Here we'll bring that leg back in and bring your fingertips out front. So we're not crossing our shins, just so you don't have any bones rub in on each other. And see if you can reach your chest down, walk your fingertips forward. You're welcome to use your blocks there if you'd like. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, soften your chin in, gently round your spine out. Take a full breath inhale. On your exhale, release to your left. Left hand comes behind, right hand comes across that left knee, and then feet a twist, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale, move back to your center. Exhale, rotate to your right, right hand back, left hand across. Inhale, fill it up. One more time in those rotations to your left. Try to rotate that spine a little further this time. And inhale, center, and out to your right. And inhale, center, lift up. Now you'll bring your hands forward on your mat, uncross your ankles, and come into your table. Now just kind of move your hands and knees, right? You see you've got some fairly level space here. Tuck your toes at the back of your mat. Push off your palms and send your weight back into your feet. So you feel the arches of your feet. You're welcome to bring your forehead all the way down to touch as you reach your arms forward. And then we'll keep those fingertips spread wide in the front. So shift our shoulders forward. Tuck your toes and press all the way up and through to your down dog. Feel your chest reaching through. Lift your tailbone high. Now lift your heels. Bend your knees and reach your rib cage toward your thigh. Yeah, now keep that upper body space. Relift your tailbone and let your heels sink deeper toward the floor. Nice. Inhale, look forward toward the front of your mat. Your hands and toes will make their way to the front of your mat. Check to make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Soften your knees. Let your arms fold over the top of your head as you inhale. On your exhale, bring your hands to your shins and find that nice long spine. So we're lifting our sit bones, lengthening the legs, and then stretching the spine straight out. And then again, we'll soften the knees and fold. And then lengthen the spine for flat back. Beautiful. Then soften the knees. Turn into your belly space and gently round your spine up. Feel free to put hands to sides, anyone supporting any lower back issues. Pull your shoulders away, reach your fingertips down into mountain. Feel like the soles of your feet are being pulled together. Take a big breath, inhale up top. Touch your fingertips together. Find your focus and see if you can't lift your heels. Finding that extended mountain pose. Hold inhale. Exhale, move your hands to your heart. Lower your hips down into your chair. We still want our spine to be long. We're toning our belly space. We should see our toes beyond our knees. And then we'll release into a fold. Lift the hips into that long spine. Soften your knees. Keep your left foot forward and take a big step back with your right foot. Bring that right knee down to the floor and drop the toes to the right. Now try to crawl your left toes further forward so you really feel the front of your right hip reaching forward. Take your fingertips and lift up. See if that right hip can get a little further forward, lengthening through that flexor. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your fingertips down. Tuck your right toes back. Shift your hips back. Lift your left toes. Flattening down. And start feeling that lane through the back of that leg. Really stretch your ankle up. So this is a great place for blocks, right? So that we can get a little more height. We have that long rib cage, that long leg. And then the rib cage is working its way forward. Feel like that left hip bone is pulling straight back. Pull your left toes up towards your chin. You can have your hands back, right? You're accommodating your space here. So really pull those toes in towards your chin. Oh, hello, Hammy. And then we'll bring that back. bring your hand to the inside of your left foot, your right knee, and turn to center, finding straddle. So both of our legs are straight here. We're hinging off that hip crease. Again, maybe you have your block or fingertips can find the floor. You're welcome to go there. So bring your 2 feet parallel to each other. They're both on your mat. Now let your chest start to drop down towards the floor. Lift your hip bones high. Hands or elbows can release to whatever space works for you. Maybe you stay with your blocks. Right? If you're at home and you don't have blocks, you might use your shins here. We'll take one more inhale. And then we'll bring our hands back to center. Take your heels and tuck them in. So now your toes are pointed out to the corners. Move your hands to your thighs. Pull your shoulders back as you lift your chest up. Nice. Take your fingertips to the side. Now push off your legs and lift up tall. Nice. Exhale, we're going to open the elbows out and put into that side. Push off your legs, reach up tall. Exhale, sink down. Elbows come toward ribs. Beautiful. Reach up. Elbows in, sink down. Inhale, reach up. Beautiful. So here, we're going to take our left foot, and we're going to turn it, and then turn your right foot. So you're going to the opposite end of your mat. Right? So now your right foot should be your forward leg. We're going to bring our hands to the inside of that right foot, and bring that left knee down. And then we'll drop the toes under. You can use your right thigh as support here. We're going to reach our fingertips to the side and reach that left hip forward. Looking up toward the side, creating a little bit of a back bend, feeling that space through that left hip. We breathe, inhale. Exhale, we bring our fingertips down. Here's where we tuck those left toes. Shift your weight back, lifting your right toes, right? And here's where those blocks really nice on both sides. The right toes are pulling in toward your shin. Your right hip is reaching straight back. And then you work your long spine down to any degree. So make sure you're not dropping your forehead. Back of your neck long, your head reaching out. You can move those blocks to accommodate that space for you. Recognizing, now that we're on our second side, which of your 2 sides might be tighter? Which one do you have to give a little extra love to, right? We breathe in. Exhale, we'll bring that right toe down and we'll move our hands on the inside of our right leg. Lift that left knee and we'll come back into that straddle. We have our toes pushing away. Our feet are parallel with the back of the outer edges of our mat. And we'll drop our chest down. So maybe you'll walk your hands through between your legs and at the top of your hands. Or again, you can put your hands on your shins, use your butt, whatever it comes to. Nice deep breath. Lift, lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Take your heels, tuck them in. So your toes are pointed toward the corners of your mat. Bring your hands to your thighs. Lower your tailbone, lift your heart. Sweep your fingertips to the side, lift all the way up, lengthening out of your legs. And then exhale, we sit into that wide-legged squat, elbows to ribs. Then reach up tall, that's star pose. Elbows to ribs, sink. Inhale, reach up tall. And elbows to ribs. And reach up tall, beautiful. Now we're going to take our right heel and lift it. We're going to turn toward our left. So we're coming back to the front of our mat. I don't know how you guys ended up on the mat in that way. I don't know. But we'll bring our fingertips down, shift our weight forward, and step that left foot back. So we're in our plank pose. Some palms for our spine, toes for our belly. Take a moment here to pedal our heels up and down. Continue to reach the chest through. Nod your head and peek under each bicep. And then glide forward to your plank, toning into your belly space. Tap your knees to the floor. Let your elbows hug your ribs. Soften your hips, pull your shoulders back. So if you like your up dog, you can go straight arms. If you prefer cobra, right, you can have elbows down wherever, again, you're accommodating your spine. So a big shoulder roll back. Feel the top of your head reaching for the sky. Exhale, lower your rib cage down. Tone into your belly space. Exhale, you can use your knees here if you like. Press through. We come into our down dog. Take a breath in and inhale. This time as you come forward, bring your right knee down into the table. Do that one. Tone into your core space. Take your left heel and flex it to the back wall. Take your right arm and reach out over your ear. Really tone into that core space, keeping those hips even. Then on our exhale, we're going to try to tap our elbow to our knee, rounding your spine down. Then inhale, you lengthen out, push the heel, reach the fingertips. Again, elbow to knee, reach out and lengthen. Elbow to knee, reach out and lengthen. Bring that left toe down at the back of your mat and bring your right hand down. And you're going to make your hands really strong. As you push off your hands, your right heel is going to lift to the sky as you look back at your left knee. Three-legged dog. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, glide forward to your plank. See if you can keep that right toe lifted for a moment. Finding that good core strength. Then we'll lower the right toes. Our elbows will hug the ribs. Again, we'll soften the hips, shoulders back, up dog or cobra. You can choose to lift your knees here or not. And then we'll round our spines back down. Tone that belly space. Choose knees or toes, press through and into your down dog. Nice long breath, inhale. This time as you come forward to that, it'll be our left knee that will come straight down under the hip. The right heel will lift to the back as the left arm reaches forward. Try to even those hips and shoulders. And then elbow draws toward knee. Tone your belly space. Reach out and lengthen. Elbow towards knee. Reach right toe down in that position. Make your fingertips drop your hands and your left heel to the side for three-legged dog. Looking back at your right hip. Let your chest try to get closer to your thigh. As you come forward, maybe that left toe holds in that lift for a moment. Find one more. Then we'll lower the left toe. Soften shoulders, heel back. Soften knees up. Lower back down, toning that belly space, choosing knees or toes. Press through your plank and into your down dog. Go ahead and pedal those heels. Take one more inhale. Then look forward. Walk or jump your way to the front of your mat. Into solid foot placement. Let your arms fold. Bring your hands to your shins, flat back against them. Soften your knees, tone your belly space. So that draw of the belly space in, back to the vertebrae. The shoulders pull away at the top. Inhale, you reach to the side, bringing fingertips to touch your chest. Now tone into the side of your waist, try to lift your heels. Feel like your inner ankles are being pulled toward each other. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your heart. Lower your heels. Sit back into that chair. We're going to rotate in our chair space here. This left elbow is going to come across toward your right thigh. And then as you push your right hand into the left, you're going to try to lift your heart up so your heart and thumbs coming on. You want to make sure your knees are not, your left knee is not sneaking forward. Being even with the right. Inhale, come back to your chair. Lift the sides of your waist. Bring your right elbow across. Left hand pressing into right. Heart open. Right hip and knee could draw back a little so they're not sneaking. arms and head hang heavy and round. Give your body some gentle sway. And then again, we'll tune into that belly space. Gently stand that ragdoll all the way up. Pull your shoulders away, right in our mountain. Inhale, we reach to the side. You'll keep your left foot forward. Your right foot is going to take a step back. Then we're going to rotate that right hip over. So that back foot is parallel to that back edge. Your left toe is pointed straight ahead. Bend that left knee to make that shin straight. Now, if you need more space, you can heel toe your right foot further back. Your right arm is going to come to the side as your left arm finds that left thigh. Now take that right palm, reach it over your ear. With that nice long side angle. Feel your feet actively pushing away from each other. Hold inhale. Take your right palm, pull it up to the ceiling, straighten your left leg. Take your left fingertips to the side. This is gentle warrior. Then we'll rebend that left knee. Release our arms forward and back for warrior two. We're stacking our shoulders over our hips. Now we'll let that right arm release down that right leg. That left arm is going to reach up and over reverse warrior. Kind of really open up that rib cage and look up towards the sky. Beautiful blue sky. And then we're going into our rainbow warrior. You're going to bend your right knee to your back leg. Your toes of your left foot are going to lift, and you're going to reach your left hand down the inside. That leg as your right arm reaches up. Beautiful. So then we'll bring that left toe down, right arm behind, reverse warrior. Nice. And then we'll go back to rainbow, lifting those left toes, sink into that right hip. Make sure you're bending your back knee. There you go. Then reverse your warrior one more time. You okay? And then we shift our hip to the right. We lift our left toes, rainbow warrior. Lift up at your right hand. Nice. Now, as you bring that left toe down this time, you're going to rotate your right shoulder forward with your right hip. Bring that right knee down. We're going to go back to that hamstring stretch. Send that left hip back. Again, feel free to use your blocks. Right? They're really nice for this. Those left toes are pulling in. Your hips are pulling straight back. Now really lengthen the sides of your waist. And then a flat back forward. It really makes a difference on that hamstring. Your spine is lengthened. Tuck your head, reaching forward. Woo. Breathe in. Bring that left toe forward. Bring your hands on the inside of your left foot. Kick your left foot back. Find your table. Wag your tail side to side. This feels really nice after your hip work. Settle yourself into your full table. Tuck your toes. Press off your palms. Lift your hips down. Looking back, take a breath, inhale. Exhale, come forward to your plank. Bring that right knee into table again. Take your right arm forward, left heel to the back. Lengthen, stretch. Maybe the toes of your right foot also lift to challenge the balance there. And then we draw elbow to knee and reach out, lengthen. Elbow to knee, reach out, lengthen. One more time, elbow to knee, and reach out. Bring that left toe and right hand down. Keep your hands really strong. Push off your hands, take your right foot to the side, three-legged dog. Now, flex that right ankle and really try to lift the heel high. Beautiful. Inhale, come forward. Maybe that right toe stays lifted for a moment in plank to challenge that core space. Then the right toe down, elbows in. Maybe you just drop the tops of your feet and don't drop the body. Tuck back under. Can you come into that low plank? Then push up and press through. Pedal your heel. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Look forward between your hands. Hands and toes make their way to the front of your mat again. Track to that hip distance space. Try to spread your toes. Feel like the soles of your feet are pulling in. We fold on our inhale. We lengthen into flat back on our exhale. Inhale, soften your knees. Tone your belly space. Feel the draw of the belly back the vertebrae up. Pull your shoulders away. Inhale, recline them. Exhale, reach to the side, fingertips to touch. See if you can move your gaze towards your hands. Can you lift your heels? Find that center. Feel like your inner knees are drawing towards center. Move your hands to your heart space, lower your heels. So if you like a more narrow stance on your chair, you can bring your big toes to touch. Right, but if that bothers your hip or knee space, then stay with hip distance. We'll sit into our chair. Keeping those knees and hips even. Right elbow comes to left side. Left hand crosses. And then this time we'll take that left hand to the side. Reach the right hand down the outside. Hold. Move your hands back to heart. Bring your torso back to center, lifting the rib cage. Bring your left elbow across. Right hand will press to help open the heart, and then extend those arms if that feels okay for you. Hands move back to your heart space. We return to our center, dropping the rib cage, dropping the hands, lifting the hips, heel toe your space back to hip distance. Soften your knees, let your arms go round. Nice long inhale through your nose. Exhale off the back of your throat with us. Then we'll tone that belly space and that ragdoll back all the way up. Inhale to the side. This time our weight comes to our right foot. The left foot does the big step back. Then take the left toes and rotate them out. That foot's parallel to the back. Bend your right knee. Your right knee is reaching toward your pinky toe. Right forearm comes to the side and reaches over your heel to side angle twist. You're nice and strong for your rib cage, so you don't feel like you're sinking into that left side. Take a breath in here. Take your left palm, open it up, pull it to the back. Reach both hands up into gentle warrior, straightening your right knee. And then rebend that right knee towards the right pinky toe. Release your arms to warrior two. Try to reach your fingertips to both sides. Stack your shoulders and hips. Feel your feet actively pushing away from each other. Release your left hand behind. Right arm's going to reach up and over. Open through that rib cage. Then you'll bring your right arm forward. You'll shift your weight to your left hip, lifting your right toes. Right hand down on the inside, left hand to the side, rainbow warrior. And then we'll bend that right knee. Lift that right hand up, reverse warrior down. And then bend your left knee, lift your right toe, rainbow warrior. You feel that deep into that right hamstring. And then bend the right knee, reverse warrior one more time. And then right arm forward and up. Rebend. Lengthen that right leg. Bring your right toes to the floor, shifting your weight to the right hand. Take your left hand down on the inside. Rotate that left foot. Shift your weight. Step your right foot back. And you can do that with the knee down and up. We'll bring the knees to the table. Shift the hips, wagging the tail side to side. And then we'll tuck those toes, press up and through to our down dog. Look back at your toes. Really feel your fingertips pressing forward. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Toning that core space. Left knee down in table, so right under the hip. Right heel flexes to the back wall. Left arm reaches forward over the ear. Take a breath in down. Exhale, elbow toward knee. Inhale, reach out, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out, lengthen. One more time, elbow to knee. Reach out and lengthen. That right toe comes down, the left hand plants strong. Take those palms strong. Take that left heel to the side, three-legged dog, looking back at your right. Inhale, glide forward to that single leg plank if you can, toning that core shape. Then the left toe comes down into your choice on this vinyasa when you want your knees. Elbows are going to hug, toes might drop under, up dog or cobra. And then the toe tuck, the elbows in, maybe no belly drop. Push up and test it. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Side away. Bring your knees out wide. Sit back into your hips for chop. Feel free to grab some water if you'd like. You're welcome to keep your arms out front or let your arms rest to the sides of your body. Going to bring your forehead down. Let it rest. You want your head and neck to be relaxed. You want to breathe, inhale, exhale with a nice gentle, put that feet out off the back of the face. Then we'll walk our hands forward again on our next step. Exhale, feel your tailbone sink back a little deeper. Then spread your fingertips at the front of your neck. Shift your shoulders forward, kick your toes. We'll press up and through to that stand back. Look forward between your hands. Make your way to the front of your mat. Check that your hips are prepared. Up and chest to side. Please fold. Hands to shins. We lengthen into front. The knees soften. The belly tones. We round the spine up. Remember, and checking your lower back. Walk those hands up the spine. Inhale, fill it up. Fingertips touch. Tone into your core space. Lift your heel. You can move your gaze to the side. Challenge the balance between that visual. Bring your hands to your heart. You're going into your chair again. Maybe you walk your big toes to touch. If that bothers you, get into your chest. Lift through the side of your waist. Bring your left elbow to your right thigh. Right hand presses in. Heart opens. Arms reach. Breathe in. Hands to your heart. Shift your torso through center. Right elbow comes across. Knees and hips together. Open the arms. Open the heart. Hands and back to center. Come forward. Release into our core. Lifting the hips. Heel toe your space. Open. Softness in your knees. Tone your belly. Round that spine up. Pull your shoulders away. Reach to the side. Inhale. Weight to your left foot. Right foot step back. Rotate that right hip open. Bend that left knee. Bring your left forearm down. Reach your right arm open. If you like, you can move that left hand down on the inside of the ankle. If that works for you, take that elbow, use your block, whatever works. Pull that right arm to the sky. Lift your torso gently forward. Now, actively press your feet apart. Get nice and strong. Warrior two. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Reverse warrior. Right arm releases. Left arm reaches up. Then we shift that right hip back. Bring that left hand down. Reach your right hand to the sky. Rainbow warrior. Left knee bends. Reverse. One more time. Lift up. And one more rainbow. Shift your right hip back. Lift your left toes. Look up to your right. Beautiful. Bend your left knee. Rotate to the front. All right. So if you have blocks, have them out front. Now make sure you're rotating your right hip so you're on the ball of your foot and move your blocks to a tall height and reach out as far as you can. Now bring your weight to your left foot. Take your right toes to the back. Now if you don't have blocks, You can have fingertips to the floor or hands to your left side. Now we're going to take that right heel, flex it to the back wall. Try to square your hips. Take your left arm out front. Right? So this is like our table. Here we go. Elbow to knee. Yeah. Reach out, lengthen. Elbow to knee. Tuck into that belly space. Reach out, lengthen. One more time. Elbow draws toward knee. Reach out and lengthen. Bring that left hand down. Step your right foot back. Bring your hands on the inside of your right foot. So you can bring that right knee down to kick that left leg back, or you can keep it extended. Shift your hips side to side. Should feel good after that balanced table. Then we'll find our hand space wide underneath our shoulders again. Tuck your toes. Press off your palm to lift your hips down, dog. Look back. Feel those finger pads pushing forward. Inhale, come out to your plank. Toning into your core strength. We'll build a little bit here. That right knee is going to come in. Come down to the floor. Right arm, left heel to the back. Tone that core space. Bring your elbow to knee. Reach out and lengthen. So listen here. That left toe comes down. Your right hand comes down. You're going to shift your weight to your right. Bring your right outer calf either down or step it behind your left foot for your side. See if that left arm can step over your head. Hold and down. Left fingertips to the side. Rotate forward to your plank. Exhale up and through down dog. Inhale, heels lift, come forward, elbows in, top to the feet, up dog cobra. Back down, tone that belly space, push up, press through down dog. Nice long breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Maybe pedal those heels up and down. One more full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Look forward between your hands. Hands and toes make their way to the front of your mat again. Let your chest soften to your thighs. Fold your forearms in. Hands move to your shins. Face them back. Knees soften, belly tones we round. Inhale, fingertips twist to the side. All right, see if you can look up at your hands. Tone your belly space. Can you lift your heels? Right up with that gaze moving upward. Feel like your inner ankles are connected. Move your hands to your heart, heels come down. Again, choose your chair space for your feet. Sit into your chair. Toned waistline. Right elbow comes across left side. And open up and breathe. Hands move back to your heart. We rotate through center and to your right. Arms open. We breathe in. Hands move back to your heart and release. Let your hips lift, heel toe your feet. Gently bring that ragdoll up to standing. Take a full breath, inhale. Weight to your right foot, step your left foot back. Take your left foot rotated open with the hip. Bend your right knee, bringing your right forearm to your thigh. Left arm reaches over your ear. You're lengthening that side. Maybe your right hand lowers down so the fingertips come to the inside of it, using a block. Now make your feet really strong. Push off your right foot, lifting your legs, reach your arms to the sky, gentle warrior. Bend your right knee, warrior two. Release your shoulders away from the ears, tap shoulders over hips. Here we go, reverse warrior, left arm out, right arm up and over. Rainbow warrior. Shift your weight to your left, lift your right toes, hand comes to the inside of your leg. Then right toes stay down, again, reverse, lift up. Then you shift the hip back, lift the right toes, rainbow. And then this time that right toe comes down. The left shoulder rotates with your left hip forward. Here's where we take those blocks and reach them out as far as you can. Get strong off your right leg. Shift your torso forward. Take that left heel and push it to the back wall. Try to lengthen your spine. Take your right arm forward over your ear. Here we go. Tone your belly. Elbow toward knee. Reach out and lengthen. Elbow to knee. Tap, tap. Reach out, lengthen. One more time. Elbow to knee. Reach out and lengthen. Bring that right hand down to that other block or the floor for you. Bring that left toe back. Put your hands on the inside of your right foot, either with or without your block. Step your right step foot back. Bring your knees down and wag your chest. Did everyone find their good and bad side enough? Or both good? Or both need some work? Dad might be too strong.
Yeah.
So you can use a little work. So here we'll spread those fingertips wide, turn those biceps towards up your chest. Press up into your chair, down dog, look back. Try to lift your tailbone a little higher. Keep your rib cage and get a little closer to your body. Lift your heels, slide forward to your plank. Bring that left knee in under your hip. Lower it gently down, right heel to the back, turn forward. We get a single elbow knee here. Then we reach out, bring that right toe, left hand down. Your choice here on that side plank. You rotate that left hip under, maybe extend the leg. See if you can reach that right arm over your ear. Hold in here. Nice. Exhale. Right fingertips to the sky. We rotate into our plank. Exhale into our down dog. Inhale into your plank with knees or toes. Elbows in. Up dog cobra breath. Elbows in. Pull your belly. Push through. Find your down dog. Soften your knees wide. Sit back into your couch pose. Find your breath. Grab some water here. Go ahead and let your hips shift from side to side. Let your forehead get heavy. If you like that reach behind, you want to just make sure that your forehead is resting gently. Maybe when you reach alongside, you grab onto those heels and hug them in towards your hip bone. You'll feel how that will lengthen that lower back. We'll gently round the spine up. We'll bring our hips around to one side and bring our legs around to the front. So move a little forward on your mat. If you have any big lumps underneath, that's not going to feel good for your spine, so do it just. And as we look down, our hips, knees, shins, ankles to toes, straight line. Reach around to your shins and lift your torso. Try to feel the full height from your cheek bones to the top of your head. And then take that long spine and start hinging it back, moving your hands behind your knees. Do a shoulder roll down and back and lengthen your neck, keeping your chin off your chest. And we'll bring those toes into both. Lift out of your rib cage. Try to see that parallel shin support. Maybe you take your arms up, open up. You hold. Then we'll lower our toes down. Take your fingertips, lift up, reach to the side. Try to find the full height to the sides of your waist. Tone into that twist. Release your palms to the side or behind your knees. And you bring those toes back up. Lengthen out of your rib cage. Breathe. Toes release. Arms sweep to the side, we lengthen the sides of the waist. One more time. Arms release and come behind your knees if you'd like. Shins parallel, lifted rib cage. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Lower your toes, grab your knees, lift your torso. Now we'll keep our feet hip distance apart here. When you bring your hands behind your knees, start releasing your spine. And then you'll let your shoulders release to the floor. Reach around to your knees and just draw some circles with your knees. So you feel that through that lower back space, getting that full release, nudging into any of the small spaces that you feel some tension. Make sure you move in each direction. Then go ahead and lower your feet to the floor and release your arms to the side so that your longest finger just about grazes the back of your heel and your knees are still hip distance apart. Now we'll bend our elbows in what we call robot arms. So your fingertips are right up to the side. And we use that to help guide our rib cage evenly up on both sides. So as you press your feet down into your mat, engage your inner thigh, puff your heart open a little bit. So the upper part of your spine lifts first. And then you follow it by lifting your rib cage evenly up on both sides of those arms. Finding your bridge pose here. Make sure your neck is relaxed, jaw is softened. Right? Don't push the back of your head into your mouth. Now take your thumbs if you can and tuck them underneath your hip bones. Help give a nice lift there. See if you can send your shins and knees further forward so you feel more length through the front of your head. Take a deep breath in. And then release your thumbs from underneath. Go back to those goal pose. Now see if you can gently lower your hips down only on both sides. So your tailbone will touch first, and then release that space between your shoulder blades and breathe. Nice. We're going to do one more bridge, and you can have the option, I'll show you different options. You can do it just as we did, or you can build into it. So again, we find our goal post, our robot arms here, shoulders back. Puff your heart up away from the twist. Stand strong into your feet and slowly lift. So both sides of your rib cage is evenly. Now, if you like, you can bring your thumbs back underneath your hip bones here. Or if you like, you can take your left toes and reach them to the sky. Feel your right hip and glute lifting. Then we'll lower that left foot down. Re-engage those hips. Press your left foot strong if you're doing that single leg. Right toe will reach to the sky. Nice. Hold inhale. Gently lower that right foot down. Take your thumbs from under your hips if they're there. Gently start lowering your tailbone to the floor. Right, so tailbone touches first. And then that lower back space. And then you release those shoulder blades so your whole spine relaxes into it. Take a nice deep breath. Side of it. Now bring your right knee in. Reach around to your shin and hug that shin in close to your body. Take your left heel and push it all the way out away from you. Now flex your left ankle and push your heel away. So you feel that nice lengthening through the front of that left foot. Take your right arm out to the side with an open palm. Move your left hand to the outside of that right knee and draw it up and over. Try to keep your shoulders flat to the floor, but you're rotating that right hip up and over. Feel free to put a block underneath the knee or shin if that support feels best for you. Now, as you inhale, try to bring more weight into your left hand so you get more space in your right hip. And as you exhale, try to feel the muscles around your hip go and relax. Then inhale, create more space in the hip. Then exhale, release into that space. Beautiful. As you come back to your center, release that left hand off that right thigh. Bring your left knee in to join your right and hug both knees. Your tailbone might lift just a little bit so you feel that lower back space. Then you'll release the right leg out. So you'll flex the ankle, push the heel away. Continue to hug that left shin in place. Then take your left arm out to the left side with your palm open. Keep your shoulder flat to the floor. Right hand moves to the outside of that left knee and draws it up and over. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, more weight into your right hand. Create more space in the left hip. Exhale, relax those muscles of the hip. Inhale, create more space. Exhale, relax that. Inhale, bring that left knee back into center. Hug both knees into your chest. Slide your hands down to your shins. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let your toes, your pinky toes drop. Let your knees open wide into butterfly. Place the back of your hands to your upper thigh. Make sure your shoulder blades are flat to the floor. Your neck is long. And relax your jaw. Breathe in. And again, inhale. And breathe. Now, as you bring your knees back into center, glue the inner knees together and walk your pinky toes out as far as you can. And feel those knees just drop together for knee not toes. To feel nice on those outer hips. Now, if you feel like you're not getting any release of that outer hip, your right knee out to the right a little bit so your left. Then you might take your right ankle and place it on your left outer thigh and let that knee drop over. You feel this now on the outside of that left hip. Then we'll remove that right foot. We'll move that left knee out and drop your right knee to the inside of your left foot. You might place that left ankle on the right outside. Now your shoulder blades feel that outer hip with that nice full stretch. Breathe in. And exhale. As you release your knees back to center, check to make sure the back of your neck is long, your jaw is softened, and choose your toes above heart. So you can either come out into dead bug, right? So it's the reverse of table, right? So our shins are parallel to the floor, hands straight out. Or you can bring those knees out wide into happy baby, where you reach toward your toes. Try to send your knees wider than your hips. Or perhaps toes to the side, just letting those toes reach, but then you let the weight of your hips go heavy into your hips. This is really nice with a block underneath your tailbone too, so feel free to go there. Then let's check to make sure our jaws are relaxed. If your tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth, gently draw it away. Relax your brow and soften the space around your eyes. Take a nice long inhale through your nose. Exhale, release it away. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Then we'll gently let our knees soften. Release your arms either out to the side or place your hands to your belly or to your heart. Either return your knees into butterfly, knee knock pose, or any variation of corpse pose. Feel free to take your blocks and place them behind your knees to help with any of those poses. If you're at home and you have a rolled up towel or blanket, that often works really nice behind the knees as well. And then we'll focus on our inhales and exhales moving only through the nose. So feel doing a long inhale, try to fill your lungs. Once those lungs get to full capacity, just pause that breath and then try to exhale it just as slowly also through your nose. With each breath, try to make it more gentle. The next breath, the longest possible inhale. Match it with your breathing. We'll start bringing light movement to our fingertips and toes, ankles and wrists. And go ahead and plant your feet to the floor and gently windshield wipe your knees from side to side. And we'll take that full body stretch. Lengthen from your fingertips to your toes. Full stretch on your inhale. Exhale, release the stretch, drawing your knees in tight to your chest. Feel that lower back release. Add any movement to this if you'd like, or if you prefer, go ahead and drop your knees over to one side and find fetal pose. So whichever position works nicely for you, just to find your breath. And when you're ready, we'll gently move ourselves into any comfortable seat. Either push yourself from the side or round up to your center. Let your shoulders release. Find the full length of your spine. Take a nice long inhale and exhale. With your next inhale, bring your fingertips to touch. Hands move to your heart space on your exhale. And as we acknowledge each other, we bow forward and say, great work, everyone. You're so good. It's so beautiful out here. Perfect temperature. Thanks, everyone at home. You Zoomers.
Thank you, Teresa.
You're welcome. Have a great night. Get out and enjoy this air.
Thank you.
Bye.
So
See you later.
With you.
What's that?
Who else was there with you? I mean, a lot of people?
3 people.
Cool.
There are a couple others signed up that didn't come.
Yeah, one of these days I'm threatening to come.
Okay, I'll take that threat seriously.
Good, thank you.
Okay, Bye. Have a good one. I can't see my mouse.